Thank you, Anders. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining our chat here. Today, we're going to be talking, a very relevant topic when it comes to, to refrigeration, which is safety and safety related to pressure. Yeah. As we all know, and especially nowadays, with a very increasing trend, which is very good. Safety, it's a very relevant topic, and that is because it is extremely important. When we are talking, about equipment, and in this case, pressure equipment, it is critical that we make sure that our designs, our operations, and the way that we do things, take care of protecting people, protecting equipment, protecting our facilities, our production, and to guarantee that we have all in all, a safe operation. Through history, if we look back on different type of equipments and different type of installations, we'll see that there have been many changes driven by, in some cases, some unfortunate stories that have led to regulations that have been improving with the time, and that with the help of people that are really good experts. This has been developing and improving to have better safety standards and better practices, standardized up to, let's say, a regional level, and of course at some point we would like that is somewhere globally, so we can guarantee that regardless of where installations are, they follow similar or equivalent standards, and in that way our equipment, our installations, our operations are guaranteed to be safe from the known risk that we have already identified, and that there is already a way to approach those. And in order to start that talk, and to talk a little bit on the history of of safety related to pressure, we have a case that was sort of a big change, or one of the things that make put a lot of attention to safety when it comes to pressure. And here I'm going to pass the word to Niels to talk a little bit on this case. Here on the slide you can see some old pictures from this case. Niels, I don't know if you want to take over on this on this story from a couple hundred years ago. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Alejandro. Yes, as Alejandro mentioned, safety is not something new. In this case here that we have chosen to show you, that is actually from back from 1865. And this was a very big accident in the US on a riverboat sailing at the Mississippi River. And it is actually mentioned that this was the biggest accident, marine accident happening in the US. This was not a refrigerant system, but it was a pressurized system that failed. On board this riverboat, there were 4 steam boilers to run the boat. But on exactly the day where this happened, everything went wrong with the boats. This boat was designed to transport 376 passengers. But the matter of fact was that exactly this day, a lot of people had to be on this boat. There was a lot of paroled prisoners, as prisoners from the war, which has been released, and that was 1,960 of these prisoners on board the ship. So actually the boat, there was 2,137 people on board, almost 6 times as many people as this boat was built to. So there was a lot of pressure on the manshaft that the boat should be sailing, but they had some problem with the steam boiler. but it has to sail because everyone was on board, and so they made we can say, a quick repair on this steam boiler, and then the boat started. But unfortunately, it went into a catastrophe because they had to, we can fire up because it was very much overloaded, and then suddenly this steam boiler exploded and make a big hole in the ship, and then it turns out then the next boiler exploded, and the third boiler exploded, and then the ship went down, and 1,186 people died on that event. So that was and is really a catastrophe. This accident, that was really something that changed, we can say, the focus on safety. And after that, the regulation for pressure equipment has changed a lot over the years and has been extended and improved. So that is for pressurized system, and a refrigerant system is exactly also a pressurized system.
Niels, I'm just going to interrupt you here with a question here from from the audience here, who asked, is a water-cooled chiller considered to be a pressure vessel?
Yes, it is by definition a pressure vessel, so it should be treated in the same way. So everything that you have under pressure is more or less a pressure vessel. So yes, and but I think what is the most important thing here is that if you have such a vessel, you need to have that protected. You need to have safety valves on, and that is what we are going to look into in this session today.